All right, hey guys, what's going on? Woo-wee! Like and subscribe. This is Levi Pearl. You know where it's at, all right? Okay. Hey, listen. I was supposed to up to go check my printer. Boy, I don't know what happened. A little shaky. Oh, hey, what's going on? Who am I talking to? Be the Difference Clothing. What's going on? Oh, hey, what's up? What's up? Oh my God. Woo! Guys, a lot of things were supposed to happen with this wonderful lady, hostess, Be the Different Clothing. I kind of fell off the map a little bit. Family issues, yada yada. And now I'm trying to get back on. So I'm glad she's back, you know, hit me up because she got big things coming. And hopefully, like she says, first time seeing the live. Yep, I'm back on. Got the shop, reconciled with the wife, doing big things. And now, you know, you guys didn't know, I just noticed it says Levi. Yep, that's right, Levi Apparel. You know, it is what it is. I'm here. Thank you again for subscribing. You know, I appreciate it. So right now we're talking about like sublimation. And the sublimation print I got, I was supposed to throw a video, and what ended up happening was, yeah, I've ordered printers. My area is a little bit off, so we're gonna get disconnected. Yeah, printers from eBay. And when you order printers from eBay, usually there's some kind of issue. Now, I already have tons of printers. I know how to deal with printer issues. Since 7620, I got like the cheapest you can get it anywhere is, and if you can find it, maybe around, I'd say 3 something after tax comes to 4 something, you know, 400 something. You know, that's the cheapest, right? With an issue. With no issue, and people actually know the value, they're going to sell it for possibly like around, I'd say if it was me and I was selling that printer, I'd sell it for like at least, I don't want to mess up anybody. But I mean, the quality, if you go into the Epson actual printer specs and price detail, I think it was selling when it first came out around YouTubers. This printer has gained so much value because something called refillable cartridges, right? So on my video where I'm converting it to a sublimation printer, I'm basically talking about like the advantages of being able to use refillable cartridges. And the refillable cartridge I use is used for the Epson 710, Epson 7620, 7610, 7720, you know, 73. Like, it's used for so many different versions. But in actuality, the reason why that cartridge technically never really changed. They may have changed the screen here and there, but the actual components in it that makes it what it is, an excellent printer, they never really did much to it, except they revamped the face, how it looked, maybe the display. Because in the Epson 20 that I have, I can't bring the screen so you can look at it, right? Have a beautiful, how is business? The business is good. I already did the foundation. If you understand, or ever seen a house being built, the beginning process, even like starting a YouTube channel, this was the foundation. Setting ground with starting the channel, getting the business LLC and all that. That was breaking ground. The foundation that's going up, that's me like actually building subscribers, getting customers, you know what I'm saying? And equipment that I need to actually start the business, right? Right now, the foundation is set. We're doing the build. The build is set. Now the door is open. And with the doors being open, that means now we can focus on just getting customers, building our clientele lists, email lists, and trying to give you guys more content, you know, utilize the machine to show you what its full capability is and what you can do with it, you know. But I made sure I have like an array of machines, so many different things for a reason, because I want to give you the best that I can, you know, because you are listening, possibly have a apparel business you're starting, whether you have equipment or you just looking to see about the new equipment that's out there to improve your apparel brand, whatever it may be, hats, mugs, or whatever. And you want to know what's new, what's going on, and how you can make these prints look better. You know, there are obviously other ones that's more advanced that can do a whole lot more detailed videos and give you more perspective on like exactly what the material is and all that detail stuff. You know, where I come in is like, I show you how to get these equipments almost to no cost. I show you what equipments that you can start off with, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you want to do DTG. You could go out and spend $2,000, $3,000, even anywhere from $4,000 to get one of those DTG machines with the salt, with the shaker and all that. But if you work a 9 to 5 and you're going from paycheck to paycheck, it's not really economical, I think that's the word, to do that, because now you're putting an expense on you that you really can't manage. So you're not just going from paycheck to paycheck anymore, you're going from every other paycheck. Now I've kind of got myself into that situation, but eventually I'm gonna come out of it, you know. But when I first started, it was basically same as you, and up until now, sort of, kind of, you know. But anyways, so basically, I help you because I'm in the same situation as you, and the main focus is how to get these equipments to do exactly what those big equipments do that's sold for like thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars that you may not be able to afford. Now, costs, and it doesn't break your pocket, it increases your pocket. And I also tell you like how you can use your equipment to help you with your taxes as far as like business goes. You know, I'm not a tax specialist. You know, I do my own tax and stuff. That's how I know certain things. So I'm giving you what I know and what I would do, in my opinion. So my opinion, you know, is dust compared to the professionals. But if you don't have dust, you don't have earth. You know, or dirt, or whatever. Anyway, so I can dig it. Oh yes, I appreciate it. Right on, sister. Right on. Yeah. So with that said, like I've been in so many different shoes to understand the whole apparel process. I've had a shop before. I've had an apartment before. And I've had my shop and my house. So I can understand. Oh, also, back when I had my from whatever perspective you are in to give you proper information as far as like this. I've had customers, friends, family, business to business, referred. Like, I'm at that point, and I started actually this whole printing process 2015. That was after I came from the Army, and I was at boot camp at the time. I was in boot camp 2014. 2015 is when I started the company. So after I come from boot camp, well, actually, let's talk about what happened when I was in boot camp at the Army and stuff, right? So when I was in military boot camp, at the end of everything, after you've gone through hell, like the people who were with me, I think it must have been at least close to 1,000 people. At the end, I don't know how. I was one of maybe 200. I'd say close to 230 or 200. I don't know. I just made it by the grace of God. Oh man, I'm having flashbacks. I gotta relax. All right, hold up. Okay, cool. So whenever you talk about military stuff, because you've lived it and vividly experienced stuff, sometimes you get flashbacks because these are memories that's concrete in your head. So if you see somebody talking about military and they're like zoning out, that's them reliving the situation that they were in before. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So while I was at the end of boot camp, everything was done, complete. You're offered a chance to get some memorabilia. I tell you the truth, I don't know why anybody would want to get memorabilia, because it was going through hell. Like, it's like going to hell and be like, oh, hey, would you like some memorabilia to remember the time you had here? No, I'm good. I don't remember any of it. So that's the important part. But anyways, so I was there, and while being there, there was some of the memorabilia. Some of it was like t-shirts, and like I'm purchasing this t-shirt. I was about to purchase the t-shirt, and the drill sergeant was like, hey, come here, you got family? I'm like, yeah, this shirt is $35. Like, yeah. He said, you go online and get it cheaper. You guys keep wasting your money on these nonsense things, and you're not focusing on the main thing, your family, your finances. Focus on what matters instead of the fluff. You can worry about the fluff. Think about what you're doing. I'm not telling you don't do it, but think about it first. So I thought about it, and then I was like, you know what? I'm done with boot camp. I don't even have to listen to, the drill sergeant. But he does bring a good point. And I was like, I get the same shirt like off of like one of those online for like even cheaper. Like, why am I spending all this money, right? Let's see here. I can't read the whole thing, but I saw Williams. What's going on? All right, cool. So yeah, so now I'm purchasing this. So now I decide, you know what? The drill sergeant's right. I didn't purchase the shirt, but I looked at the shirt, and before I had joined, I was going to school. Like, I was in Ironstone, Boston college and stuff for art, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is art. And at the time, nobody had told me about screen printing. No one had even explained to me the whole process about how to get my artwork on a shirt. Now, I was offered graphic designing. I turned it down because I just wanted to paint, and draw and create beautiful, creations of art. I didn't really focus. Who's here? So Deep Design. What's going on? Hey guys, like and subscribe. So we're talking about sublimation, but I'm just giving you a little bit history to lead you to what's going on. So here I am with the mindset of, wait, this is art. I've been learning art since I was in high school, and then on to college, and then now, like, I'm looking at art on a shirt, and it's weird because I've always worn a shirt, but I never thought about like the whole process of getting an image on a shirt. You know, usually when I wear like plain t-shirts. I didn't really wear design shirts. If I did, it was cool. All right. Kay Williams said thank you. All right, God bless you. I got some details for you, and I got a video that's gonna help you pretty soon. It should be coming up tonight, hopefully, if everything goes well. It's gonna be a laughter though. Anyways, sublimation, that's what it's about. So finally, I put two and two together, and I was like, this is ink on shirt. And I was like, this is art. So when I got home, I was like, I need to do the same thing on a shirt, but I didn't know how to. So I went to YouTube University, you know, from looking at the, you know, in my opinion, because these were the people I watched the first time, looking at Ryan and how to screen print. So I started screen printing, right? I got me a speedball screen printing set, and I just started screen printing. Man, that process sucked. Like, you gotta burn the screen, you gotta create the image, then you gotta lay down the ink, screen press that on a shirt, heat it. I was like, man, this gotta be an easier way. So then I started watching T-shirt chick, right? And when I was watching T-shirt chick, oh man, she made it so much simpler because I could relate. She had a small shop, but in the shop she did a lot of DIYs to get around having the extra expense of spending so much on equipment. Like, she had a U-do. She was like, yo, instead of like doing all these extra stuff, this is what you do. And it's you-do. It's funny. And then she took her U-do and see, oh yeah. So hey, be the difference clothing. Okay, cool. Oh, he's just saying hi. I mean, she's just saying hi. But yeah. So once I started watching her stuff, then I started watching. I was like, well, you know what? She did make screen printing a lot simpler, but there's gotta be another way. And I started watching some other YouTubers on how to create your own screen printing press. I did that to cut costs, and then eventually I was like, you know what? I'm tired of screen printing. This is too much detail. And all of a sudden I got into what's called vinyl. Ooh, I love vinyl. I got me a, what do you call it? Silhouette cameo portrait though. Sorry, portrait. And that thing printed only 8x11. I was like, damn, I spent all this money just to get this little print. Oh, what's going on, Rye? We just saw giving a little history. So after that, I was like, you know what? I want to print bigger because I had a customer that had ordered like 100 prints. And I'm like, yo, you want how many? She's like, hey, can I get 100? I'm like, this, now mind you, I just opened it and they're ordering like 100 prints. I'm like, what the hell? So I was like, all right, I got this. So the print was really designed in a detailed way that I was like, you know what? Submation's gonna take me, vinyl's gonna take me forever. So I heat pressed that. So I started learning about heat pressing, right? And I gave her the heat press images. She was like, she loved it. But she wants it a little bit better next time. I was like, okay, cool. Finished that. Got involved with somebody else. They were like, they want this, they want that, yada yada. And I was like, oh, well, at the time I was also working with Printfill on my e-commerce account. I just send them the image, I do all the editing, yada yada, send it in, and from there they would fix. They would just put it on a shirt. If it's small or big, however I send them the image, that's how it's gonna look. So I learned that quick to fix my file, make sure it's big. So I was doing tons of stuff, and then the lady was like a nurse or whatever, and she's like, listen, I make buco money. Don't worry about the price. Give me regular price. And we were from the same culture, same country. So she was like, I want to support you, this and that, but I want you to grow. And I was like, okay, so I'll charge you regular. And I started charging her regular. And she was like, all right, cool. I want you to do this, 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 and that. I was like, what? At the end of the day, I was like, yo, this is way too much stuff. I don't have all these machines. Because not only was it like, I want the products, but I want it now. And I was like, damn. She ordered it like on Monday. She wanted by Friday. So eventually, you know, I was sending the stuff to like Printful. Printful's order in California. It takes them like, and like she would order it like expedited. So she'd be paying like top price. I'm like, damn. So eventually what I decided was like, you know what? If Printful gets this, they're not gonna send it on Friday. It's gonna be on Monday, because the time frame for them to do everything is. And then I started getting to like Rye Beats channel, and Rye Beat was like, yo, just do this and that, yada yada. And I was like, oh snap. So screen print, do this, do that. And I went back to Teacher Chicks, and I was going back to RyanNet, and that was like my screen printing process. And then Rye Beat started doing vinyl. Teacher Chicks started doing vinyl. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get into vinyl, right? Eventually, I got into Condi, and I learned about sublimation. All right, so now we're getting into sublimation, because this is a sublimation talk, right? So from sublimation, I learned about like Condi and how sublimation worked. Man, I got one of those sublimation transfers, took them, sublimated on a shirt. I started feeling that thing. Oh my God, I almost made love to the shirt. Oh, woo! I never felt anything like sublimation is crazy. It's so soft, you don't feel a thing. You can never take it out. You can wash it as much as you want. And then Rye Beat started getting to like more like the screen printing. I learned that method, and then I was like, you know what? How can I increase my methods? And you know, T-shirt Chick now started talking more about sublimation, getting sublimation printer, doing this and that, and the Epson printers. And then pretty soon everybody starts about Epson printers, and then eventually I got me an Epson printer, right? Still watching Condi, learn about sublimation, then learn about the Reveal S, all that. And I got into all that. That was the time I started doing the live from my house. When I was like, I think I was like 200 subscribers strong. Yeah. Man, I was killing it. I have my sublimation printer, but it could only print 8x11. Again, I was like, snap, what do I do? So that's when I got to E's channel. And from his channel, I started learning about like how like the YouTubers were creating like this like whole network of like lives, and like introducing each other to different things, helping each other on this and that, right? And then on E's channel, like they were talking about like garment creation. They were talking about like this one person that was on like E's group was like, hey, this was 2018. Get a sublimation printer, the Epson 710 and 20, for only $106. I'm like, oh snap! I quickly ran on that, hit the refurbish, grab that baby. Now that printer is doing DTF printing. It's great for DTF. I would recommend it to anybody. But eventually, from getting my shop back in order, I was like, you know what, I gotta introduce sublimation because I want to do all over. So now, while learning about sublimation, I didn't know that, or I didn't realize you can sublimate all over the shirt. And which was kind of silly because I used to put sublimation prints all over, like, but not the whole image on the shirt. It was like I'd be able to put like little cuts here and there, do a whole image, cut it out, put one on the leg, one leg, arm, shoulder, whatever. But I never thought about like change the whole color of the shirt. So what ended up happening was like I started getting to oh my gosh, you're gonna hate me for saying this. I forgot her channel. Honest, no. I think she has another channel. It's called Silhouette something. But anyways, this is another one, and she's the one I really follow. I re-follow, which was I think it's Shirt Boss or Boss Lady, one of those. I think her channel is called Latoya. She gonna kill me. But anyways, so I was on the channel and I'm watching, and as I'm watching this thing, I'm learning about all over prints. And it was something as simple as, hey, take a large print, put it on a sublimated shirt, you get the color of the background and the image on the shirt, all over prints. And I'm looking at it like, wait, that's easy. I can do that right now. But the issue is, I had converted my Epson 7710 to a DTF, and the reason why I had to come back to getting another Epson 77, actually Epson 7620 or an Epson printer for sublimation is because I needed that large format. I was learning about tiling and all that, so I did a video on it. You can check it out. But I was learning about sublimation tiling, and all it is basically this. Anybody who's ever used an Acrorip or an Adobe Illustrator or any Adobes, when you go to print an image, there's a section on the print section that says print tile. So if your image is like 100 feet, I'm just exaggerating, by like, I don't know, 50 feet or something like that, what the machine will do what the printer will do is this. It will give you the image, it'll give you the width, length, all that of the image, and then it will put tiles on it based on what kind of printer you're printing or what you tell the printer your printing capability is. So if you say you're only doing 8x11, you're gonna have a lot of 8x11 sheets printed out, but it all comes together to create the image for all over printing, right? Now, if you tell the printer you can print 11x17, it lowers the amount of printing paper being printed because it shows you where your printing parameters will be and like where all the little sheets of paper will print, what will print on each sheet of paper, hence the name tile. So it's like tiling on the floor, right? So all that comes together to create a large image. And the heat press, listen, the heat press could be like 8x11 heat press. It just takes you longer to press it, but so long as you press it for the amount of heat that's needed for each section, you don't gotta worry about nothing. You just keep pressing on. It's gonna be a lot of presses, but you just keep pressing on. Before you know it, you got an image. But that one image, that's all over sublimation. Let's say if that 100 feet image was like $4,000 or $1,000, right? Let's say $1,000, right? And they ordered 2 of them. man, you get yourself a brand new heat press and you're good to go. You know what I mean? One that's a larger width and that can heat press a lot bigger. And then you just keep doing your all over. So all over printing brings home money, right? Like I said, this whole month I'm just gonna be talking about sublimation. Gonna be doing lives on sublimation and showing tutorials on sublimation. But yeah, so then Ryan, if you're still here, I was still gonna talk about you. So then I seen Ryan talking about sublimation and all that. I'm like, yo, I got sublimation, I do sublimation, right? So, you know, but what I really wanted to get into is like all over prints, because like I said on my previous videos, with all over sublimation, Liberty Graphic was doing it, but his technique was like, yo, his technique was on fire. And I'm like, I ain't gonna be able to compete with that. My man printed a large image of the whole shirt, front, back, cutouts, put it all together. And I was like, damn, I am not gonna be able to do that. I mean, I can do that. My space is big enough to do that. So I try to convert my HPT 100, which prints 24 by 100 and 24 inch by 150 feet. I mean inches, right? So that's 2 feet by 8 feet, 8.5 feet. And from there, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I did the live. I'm gonna, you know, convert the printer, and I went on. Dang it, I forgot her name. But yeah, I went on YouTubers live, and I was like, hey, I'm about to convert my my HPT 100, yada yada, to sublimation. She's like, you ain't going nowhere. I was like, what? But why? She's like, the printhead heats up. Sublimation needs heat to release the gas. Meaning like the sublimation ink is liquid, but when it goes on the shirt, it has to turn into a gas, and that vapor or gas makes its way to the shirt, right? The shirt, and it dyes the fabric, whatever image you have, right? So she's like, if you have a Canon printer, Canon printheads tends to heat up the printing process a lot quicker than the Epson does. So if you try to convert it, you'll have success, but it won't be a lot. I'm like, nah, I don't believe her. Shit, I'm gonna try it. So I tried it, and I was about to unveil the video, right? Converting HPT 100 printer, large 24-inch printer to sublimation. Yeah, we doing this. Oh my God, I did so many printhead cleanings. I think my printhead right now is Kapusky, but I was able to save it. Let's say it would print good and then it would fail. Now I do a printhead cleaning just to find out that there's no no black coming out, or if there is, it's not enough. There's not enough color hitting the paper. So I was like, damn, that's an epic fail. Eventually I got the what do you call it? I went back and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna give up. Canon gotta be able to do sublimation. And then that's when I realized, you know what, the best way to do sublimation is to have an EcoTank. But the Epson EcoTank printers were expensive. I seen a Canon for like $150. I'm like, yo, you know I'm on that. And I grabbed it, you know, do the video out there, do the test print. What? It did it. So the truth is, not all Canon printers can print sublimation, but Canon printers can print sublimation. If you're gonna do it, it's best to do it on an EcoTank printer, because the printer doesn't have to work too hard to pull the ink out of the cartridge, because there is no cartridge per se. There's only like a tank that it has, and the tank has enough pressure that it can pull out the ink to lay it down smoothly. The printer never has to worry about like trying to be efficient on the cartridges because it's getting continual ink come through, you know? So that's one of the reasons why it's able to print. So, in my opinion, others might say differently. So yeah, now I'm like, all right, cool. I got an 8x11 print, and I'm about to do tiling. So I go back and I'm watching like, dang it, all over Sublimation again on this channel, and dang it, these channels. So you can go check them out yourself. These are good people, and they do good work, and they're able to help me transcend to a new level of printing and apparel wear that I've never had before. I mean, I've had the ability, but I never knew I had the ability to do before, right? So yeah, now I got the Epson printer, and we're about to talk about the Epson printer that I got, and why you don't see the video of me doing the test print and all that. I got the printer, and I'm psyched. Yesterday I did the video about to throw this like converting the printer to sublimation, yada yada. Here it is, bam. I start the video, the printer's not printing. I get error code. I'm like, wait a minute, huh? Error code? I eat error codes for breakfast, yo. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to show my subscribers. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do this. All right, let's do this. And I'm like, I got home, fell asleep. I was like, you know what? I'll do this tomorrow. Today's tomorrow. I'm getting ready to do this, like, you know, print, test, fixing printer, yada yada. So you know what? I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna make this hard on me. They come in the same problem over and over. We about to do this the easy way or the hard way. So I went to YouTube University. I said, error code, yada yada. Give me the news, YouTube. YouTube goes, I got you, bro. Check this dude out. He deals with this error code all day. He eats this error code for breakfast. My man goes, look at your printhead. I'm looking at the printhead. He said, check around your printhead. I'm checking around the printhead. All right. Looks like we got an ambulance coming through, so I gotta pause my position. Increase methods, increase income. Roger that. Yeah, you have to move, and I missed that one. Let's see if it comes up again. Okay, yeah, you have to move and keep learning. Roger that. So here I am trying to figure this thing out, and obviously YouTube University comes through again. I go in and I'm like, at this point, I'm like the super technician in this printer. I'm just sad that I had to go to work, that I couldn't show you the full detail of what's going on. But yeah, when I got my printer, my printer is so heavy, man. That's why I call her a beast on my unboxing video, because man, this thing weighs almost heavier than me. But you know, bro, man used to lift, so I put in work. Shoot. You know, ass is in the Bible, so I can say that. I tapped that ass, picked up that printer, put it down where it was supposed to. Yeah. Did the unboxing, all that. But there's one thing I didn't check when I was doing the unboxing. I did not properly inspect the printer to determine any issues, if any. So when I got the printer and I started doing the print head cleanings and to get it ready, and it said that there was error code such and such, right? After watching the guy's video fully, you know, I pondered a little bit about what the issue may be. I had my checkbox. I looked into every detail. All right. And what happened was, you never guessed it. When the guy brought the printer, I opened the box. It was kind of tilted. So the printer was like sideways. It's no problem. The ink wasn't coming out or anything like that. Everything was fine. When I put the printer where it was supposed to be upright, placed correctly, apparently there's this like chain loop that's supposed to be around the little circle thingy. I forgot what it's called, the wheel. I don't know. The gear. And this thing was not on the gear. Like, I forgot what you called it, but it had left the gear, and that's the one that makes the printer goes back and forth. And since the chain wasn't properly on the gear, the printer wasn't going anywhere. So I'm like, they gave this printer up for that? If I didn't even know what was going on, or maybe it did happen over during the transport of the, the printing process. I'm like, this is something that's easily fixed. The only issue I had to go to work, which is right now. So I'm unable to actually properly do my corrective action. So therefore, I have to leave the printer the way it is until tonight. Dun dun dun. Ooh, I can't wait for tonight. Tonight, I'm gonna look at that printer. Lord willing, I'm gonna make sure it works. And once it starts working, we're about to do the sublimation talent. Because like I said, having a sublimation printer is clutch, because if you need a certain red sublimated shirt, good luck on dye migration, or a black sublimated shirt, good luck on dye migration. That's when the dyed red stain from the shirt migrates to your vinyl or your screen printing image to create dye migration process. Now, usually dye migration, you see it more on like white images, anything that's in white, because that ink absorbs other colors, and whether it's red, black, whatever it's coated in, whatever the sublimated shirt, I mean the excuse me, the polyester shirt is coated in, that's what you'll see on the image. So to avoid that, like I said, I have a customer right now that's allowing me to get ready to actually do them. So I am at the last process. I just need to do a few tests so I can get this sublimation process going. Come on, buddy, let's go. So here we are doing sublimation again. If you are into sublimation and you want to know if you can go further than mugs, a few hats, small clothings, regular 8, let's 13 by 19 images, full chest, full back, leg, pocket, whatever. All of a sublimation is the ultimate step to success, you know. And again, all you gotta do is go to your to your printing software. Excuse me. Print on press or select layout. From selecting layout, you then select print tiling. As I'm telling you, I'm getting a photographic memory of how it looks like. So you click on layout, you go down, and then you'll see it'll say print tiling, or printing tiling, or print tiling, tile printing, whatever. You click on it, and the current one will be 1 by 1, right? And then as you click on it, right, that box will go from being light gray to full vivid color, or give you the possibility to select more or less tiling. You can edit it. You can print as many tiling as you want or as less tiling as you want. Also, in the tiling software, on the layout, right? Once you press print tiling, what you want to do is this. You press print preview. The print preview will allow you to see the whole image. And then from there, you can decide to make the image small or big. You make it small, you'll get less tiling. I mean, small, less tiling. Big, you get more tiling, right? And then from there, you can go and do whatever you want with it, right? If you don't like the amount of tiling that you see, you want to decrease it, all you do is you close the print preview, you go back to tiling, you decrease the tiling size, or sometimes what happens is you have a box that's around the image and the background that you have that you probably don't see, or sometimes there's like I don't know if you've seen screen printing when they create the printing areas. So what it is, like hash mark areas that, or little crosses, circles, whatever, target marks, that's like within the print itself, right? And if you're not careful of that, like what happens is like you'll actually print a few blank images, so you'll end up with extra paper being printed out. If you get extra paper printed out because it's like little like prints that you can't see, you know, because it's part of the program or whatever, it's okay. Just take the paper, put it back. But if you want to limit your paper, you just go back to the tiling software, and then you just decrease the amount of tiling, whether it's columns or you know, rows or columns, whatever it may be. You decrease that to the amount that you want, or you increase that to the amount that you want. And from there, you can press print preview again, make your image large or small, and everything should be within the amount of like paper that you want. And again, those papers are called tiles. The reason why is because when it lays down almost like a tile, you know. So yeah, that's sublimation in a nutshell. Again, we're gonna be talking about sublimation all this week, but eventually the talk is gonna get cheap. So I'm gonna have to show you some action. I need to get that printer set, and it will be set. It will be set. Hopefully by tonight, I could throw you, by tonight, tomorrow morning, I'll throw you that video, And then from there on, we go to that next level, all over printing. Yeah, baby, I cannot wait. Anyways, I was supposed to call a friend of mine's, and I kind of got carried away with the live. This was supposed to be only like a 15-minute live, but hey, you know how it is. Ooh, decent amount of time for work. This is Levi Apparel. Like and subscribe. We'll talk again tomorrow, and I'll see you on the next video, like they say. Peace.